Now, we head to the internet for this one. We've got news for the Utah Hockey Club, which, by the way, looks awesome. The colors, the logo, yes. Barrett Hayton, 2-year contract. Congrats to him. Congrats to them. There's so much excitement surrounding this hockey club. The state is all fired up. As we look at the footage, we see the former Coyotes. And for Barrett Hayton, this move for him, this move for them, what does it mean?
You know, you'd feel more comfortable saying this if it were a one-year deal, but I think you could, this argument or maybe characterization applies to a 2-year deal. It's got a bit of a show me to it, in my estimation. Barrett Hayton, you go back to his inception into the NHL. This is their first pick, number 5 overall, going back to 2018. Barrett Hayton has proven he's got offensive upside. This is what you're looking to this young man for. He's been north of 40 points at an earlier stage in his career, had a bit of a down year last year, wasn't available for all 82. So to me, this is an opportunity for somebody like a Barrett Hayton, given the migration from Arizona to Utah, given the additions to this roster. And I think a lot of us have really been impressed with the progression of this team over time. This is an opportunity for Barrett Hayton to really step into the moment and demonstrate what he's capable over 82 games. To me, this is an opportunity for him to show what he's really capable at this level.
Bill Armstrong fascinates me. Anytime you hear him talk and you see the way that he does business, there's a lot of confidence going forward with this group. As we look at their additions and subtractions, Bill Armstrong has made some moves and has made some interesting additions. Kevin Stenlund, his name will be on the cup. Sergachev, is that the Mikhail Sergachev?
One and the same.
Hello.
Not mistaken. And if there's a theme developing to this show, we're really focused on the blue line, but the clubs are taking us in this direction. But Marino and Sergachev, I made this point in our production meeting today. I don't think you look at a Sergachev as though he's necessarily a building block for a club like Tampa, who he kind of established himself as an everyday NHLer. But this is a really impactful top 4 defender. This is a guy that you're going to give meaningful minutes, important big minutes, night to night to night, and he responds well. Again, a guy with another really solid offensive upside. John Marino, I think, is a fabulous transaction. I go back to a conversation I had with general manager Tom Fitzgerald when he acquired Marino from Pittsburgh. He was really surprised. Until you get a player on your roster, you don't fully appreciate what they're capable of. But Marino had Fitzgerald sitting up in his chair. I had no idea he brought this to the game. I think inserting a Marino into the Utah roster is going to be a real stabilizing force. He's got a great knack of how to transition the game, how to get it up into the hands of talented forwards in as few steps as possible. In addition to being a really buttoned-down defender, that's what Marino brings night to night. He'll be a real stabilizing force for this back end. And Sergachev, of course, coming back from what was a brutal broken leg. As we look at their projected 2024-25 lines and pairs, Clayton Keller, I'm all in on him since he was playing for Team USA at the World Juniors. When you look at this potential lineup, what stands out? Well, look at the way, oftentimes focusing on a forward core, look at the way they're built down the middle. You really like the backbone of this group. Hayton, Cooley, Bukestad, Stenlund down the middle. That's pretty robust depth given, who Utah is, where they come from, and I mean that literally and kind of figuratively in the way that they're structured. But this, to me, is a team that is really starting to round out its depth. There were moments last year when are they capable of a playoff spot in the Western Conference? This year, I think they make a stronger case for it. It'll be an interesting club to watch. And we celebrate the work of Bill Armstrong.